adios to the Canary Islands.
How much are we doing?
Not going as planned. Once upon a time, there was a newlywed couple who had a dream to circumnavigate the globe on a 44-foot classic monohull sailboat, alone together, unknowing that this adventure would change their entire life.
Oh my gosh, I just saw a shooting star.
Oh my God, babe, there's like 20.
I think that's all she wrote.
Woo! That newly married couple was us, Sean and Amber Young. And here we are, an entire ocean from where we started. With nearly 11,000 nautical miles now under our belt. And today, the European chapter we've been living will close as we begin leg one of our journey across the North Atlantic Ocean to continue our circumnavigation around the globe, one wave at a time.
We're currently just doing the roll.
Y'all will not believe what is behind this sail. All right, y'all, welcome back to Sailing Tellaroo.
Sun has just come up, currently 7:42 in the morning, and we are getting ready to pull out of the marina. We are officially starting our leg one of our Atlantic crossing. This leg, we have a little over 800 nautical miles to sail. We'll be there for a couple days, and then we will head onwards across the Atlantic all the way to the Caribbean.
We clear up front.
We've been island hopping these tiny islands just west of the continent of Africa in the eastern North Atlantic Ocean, known as the Canary Islands. Though we've enjoyed our exploration in the Canaries aboard our classic monohull sailboat, we have an ocean to cross and a circumnavigation to continue.
All right, y'all, here we go, back out on the open ocean, and we couldn't be fonder because it will take you hither and yonder. So it is now time to say adios to the Canary Islands and hola to Cabo Verde. It's going to be another amazing adventure and another epic ride on Tellaroo, so y'all come on and go with us.
Time is finally right for us to begin leg one of our sail across the Atlantic Ocean. In total, we have over 3,300 nautical miles to sail to fully cross the Atlantic Ocean for our second time, which we will do over 2 passages. So this is leg one of our Atlantic crossing, where we'll sail somewhere north of 800 nautical miles for our first stop on the island of Mindelo, Cabo Verde. As you can see, things have started out a little on the rolly side. Not an unexpected motion aboard. But Sean pulled the mainsail out, which usually does help balance things out and control the roll. And pretty much as soon as that mainsail was out, it got a whole lot more comfortable. Now, we've been watching the weather forecasts religiously and doing weather and wind checks multiple times per day for over a week at this point. And the consistent weather pattern forecasted on multiple models indicated that we should expect to be getting consistent wind coming from directly behind the boat, creating a perfect scenario for downwind sailing. But according to those forecasts, that downwind angle should begin about right here once we are clear of the Canary Island chain. We've been looking forward to this trade wind style of sailing for a while now. But since we were getting wind coming at us from every which way in the meantime, as we make our way past the islands, Sean passed the time with getting all of our glass cleaned. I don't know if that gorgeous, massive rainbow is showing up on camera. It's vibrant and gorgeous. What a beautiful way to start the passage. It was a little bit chilly this morning when we got up and went on our walk, and so I bundled up and I am getting hot. So I am going to soon take the misto off. Sean is hot-natured as it is, so he's in shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm about to be. Soon, the wind made its mind up for a brief period, giving us the perfect angle to pull the Genoa out on the port side. For lunch today, we are having tuna, boiled eggs, bacon, and cheese. This is mine. This is Sean's. It is currently 4:47 Canary's time. We have officially been 39.5 nautical miles, and we have been sailing for 8 hours and 35 minutes. Day one at sea has been good, but it's been the day of sails in, sails out, sails in, sails out. We went off course a little bit, trying to get a better wind angle. And we did for a little bit, but we're just kind of rolling around. We've got 6 knots on the true wind speed, but we do think that tomorrow we should be able to get some, trying to balance here, hold on. Hopefully our wind forecasts were accurate that we've been watching for the past 7 days, every single day, multiple times a day, religiously. So hopefully they are accurate, and tomorrow we are gonna get that wind, and we're going to be able to sail downwind, and we'll get our poles out and all of that. We're currently just doing the roll.
As you just heard, it was the day of sails in and out for us on day one. We furled the Genoa back in and back out multiple times off camera throughout the day, but ultimately pulled it in because it was doing nothing but flogging with the variable wind.
These are our burgers for the night with some yummy Gouda cheese. I'm on night watch number 1. It is 9 p.m. I've been on night watch for about an hour. Nothing's really happening. We have 6 knots on the true wind speed, and we're just rolling, and the wind is on our nose. So not a whole lot's happening.
Good morning. It is just after 4 a.m. I am on my second watch. I actually just came out here like 60 seconds ago. So I just woke up, and we have officially been just over 92 nautical miles. The true wind speed is only around 6 knots. We've been rolling around, but the roll has drastically decreased from what it was. We'll wake up here in a minute. Oh my gosh, I just saw a shooting star, and it felt so magical. I've been sitting here staring at the gorgeous stars. Oh my goodness. I think I'm able to capture some of the stars on camera. It is one of the most beautiful starry nights that we have had ever. It is just like lit up out there with twinkling stars everywhere. It is so magical. Oh my goodness. I feel so alive. It is so wild. But I will say, day one of like long passages like this, they are for figuring out what your rhythm is going to be and getting into the right routine. It's been a pretty great first 20 hours and 46 minutes of life at sea, and I think it's only going to get better. Our circumnavigation, one day at a time, one wave at a time, just keeps getting better. We've officially been on passage for 22 hours and 20 minutes, and we have officially made it 105 nautical miles. An incredible perspective to realize how amazing the simple things are when land is no longer anywhere in sight. You're just out here, and sunrises starting your day. It's so simple, but it's out of this world to feel like we're so one with nature.
If you're not a regular viewer of our channel, you may be wondering what this is all about. Well, the long story short is this. We are on a multi-year world circumnavigation by sailboat as husband and wife with no crew. We left our home base in Coconut Grove, Florida on March 1st, 2023 to set off on our big adventure. And since then, we've done and seen a lot over the course of 10,600 nautical miles to date, including crossing the North Atlantic Ocean over to Europe right after we first started. So this is not our first ocean crossing, and it certainly won't be our last since we're sailing all the way around the world. But we've documented our journey on our channel since day one. And now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about this crossing a bit. As previously mentioned at the start of this video, this current sail should be somewhere over 800 nautical miles, depending on how much we will have to tack due to wind angles. By the time we reach our destination of Cabo Verde, we'll spend a week or less in Cabo Verde. And then comes the second leg of our Atlantic crossing. When we leave Cabo Verde, we'll sail to a Caribbean island around 2,500 nautical miles away, which should take us weeks to reach. The Atlantic Ocean covers approximately 20% of the world's surface and is the second largest ocean in the world. And to think that by the time we get to the Caribbean, we will have crossed it twice in 2 years as a solo sailing couple who never hires crew is indescribable. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let me explain for the majority of you watching that are the non-sailors of the world. There are sailing seasons that sailors live by, and this determines when you sail in certain areas of the world. For example, crossing the Atlantic Ocean from Cabo Verde to the Caribbean should be done sometime around mid to late November at the earliest, not only to avoid putting ourselves in the track of any hurricanes that form and build as they make their way across the Atlantic during hurricane season, but also because mid to late November to early January is when the trade winds are most reliable for this specific crossing.
24 hours in exactly, at 115 nautical miles in on the dot. We are working with about 3 knots of true wind speed right now. Not our favorite, but just look at this water. It's so calm.
Breakfast on day 2 at sea were a couple of tasty egg bites and bacon, but soon boss man Sean decided to take advantage of the stillness of the sea state and begin polishing our stainless steel, a productive way to pass time by when there's no land nor boats in sight, and no internet, just you and the open ocean on a flat sea.
We are getting ready to put some Genoa out to our starboard side, so we shall see. We don't have much wind, but better than nothing. Let's get it out.
We've got our big old Genoa basically all the way out. It's only day 2. I think we're gonna have some wind as we keep going. So it is about 12:30. Things are definitely not going as planned simply because we thought we would have had the downwind sailing based on all the weather we had been watching for over a week, that we would have had the downwind sailing already yesterday. That didn't happen. It's 12:30 today, still don't have the downwind sailing, but we do have our Genoa out. We're not complaining, it's just not going quite as planned, but how can you really make plans as a sailor, you know what I mean? Anyway, we went ahead and got up our sunshades for the cockpit, so take a look. So that's giving us a little bit of shade so that we are not just baking in the cockpit while we are making our way. Also, I wanted to show y'all what an excellent job Sean did on polishing that stainless steel. He says, oh, I need to do some more, but I think it looks marvelous. All right, so back here, just take a look at this shiny stainless steel that Sean spent hours working on this morning. Look how great that looks. Wow, such a difference from what it was before. And then here's just a look at our shades from back here. And we've got this shade up. Usually this is open, but we've got this zipped in. And this provides a lot of protection from the sun. It still lets in air. Like it's not like this, completely solid. Like you can see through it, it lets in the air, so that is nice. So we've got our Genoa up, we've got our shades up, and we are just slowly but surely making our way. I'm gonna go in the cockpit now, so it's currently 12:38. So I'm gonna go in there and see how many nautical miles we've officially been. Okay, I just came into the cockpit. It is so nice and shaded in here. And we've officially been 142.4 nautical miles since leaving yesterday morning around 8 or 8:30, something like that. We are officially sailing with no motor on. We turned the motor off and we've got about anywhere from 11 to 13 knots of wind. Finally, we've got our wind coming from the port to starboard. It's not following, but hey, we've got that beam sailing going on and we love that. So Sean turned the motor off and right now we've got about 5.7 on the boat speed. Oh my God, babe, there's like 20. Passage dolphins. They're huge. There's jumping up there. What'd you say?
So I think that's all she wrote. They done swimming along with the boat.
Yep. Did you see the dolphins? Yes. You're not wearing your life jacket. Get back in. Hurry on. Get in there. You're not wearing your life jacket. Day 2, 4:10 p.m. and we got our dolphins, baby. Woo! Dinner is served. Sean got our dinner out He heated up our chicken thighs, wrapped in bacon, stuffed with cheese and potato salad. This is Sean's bowl right here. I decided to skip the potato salad, and if I'm still hungry, I can eat something else. Y'all will not believe what is behind this sail. A stunning sunset. Oh my gosh. This is the life.
Just after midnight, it's 12:03 a.m. and we've officially been 198.4 miles. So just a little less than 2 miles to go until we make it to the 200 nautical mile mark. And we are 1 day and 15 hours into our sail. I just started my night shift up top, so I finished my little 4-hour sleep down below. Now I will have a 4-hour shift up here. Our wind is finally shifting around to the port corner, so it looks like we are going to get that downwind sailing finally that we were hoping for on day 1 and here on day 2. Tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. we'll officially begin our day 3, where we will have completed a full 48 hours at sea. Be able to get those whisker poles out and get that downwind sailing that we have been talking about and just staying awake for the next 4 hours.
Still to come on Sailing Telleroo as we sail 5 more days to the Cabo Verde Islands.
Oh gosh, this roll. We have officially been halfway, y'all.
If y'all want to join us for our world circumnavigation, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can tune into this epic adventure every single Friday as we sail all the way around the world. Completely alone out here.
Now, out here in the Atlantic this afternoon, we've got Sea State PDR.
We so appreciate y'all being here with us.
It is officially day 7, our very last day on this leg of our Atlantic crossing. The dolphins are here! Woo!
And a special thank you to those of you that so loyally leave your comments for us to read every single week. If you made it all the way to the end, please drop a hashtag Telleroo down in the comment section. And remember to hit that like button. And we'll see y'all next time on Sailing Telleroo.